Hello once again, everyone. I'm back with one of my somewhat usual weekend vlogs now, so let's talk about what I did this weekend. I'm just going to cut right to the chase this time and not blabber on too long at least. So, as you can see, as per usual, I'm wearing my favorite Minnesota Wild sweater, and that's not only because they have another game tonight. If you haven't noticed already, I have finally got this thing autographed now. Yep, that's right. In case you're wondering who I got it autographed with, I got it autographed with a current player. Right there, that's Jonas Brodin. And then I got some former ones, Wes Walls, Andrew Brunette, and Darby Hendrickson. So, I'm telling you, I thought it was totally worth spending my day at on the place where this was at, the brand new Hockey Lodge store at the Southdale Center Mall in Edina, which at least in terms of time isn't too far away from here, but taking into account that I took public transit to get there, it took me at least a little over maybe an hour and a half or so. But you know what? All in all, it was worth it because I got there in a nice time and I got to wait in the first part of the line for both the autograph sessions, and yeah, it was just awesome. I thought the toughest thing about being there was just the sheer wait for the first autograph session, because that whole event yesterday started at 12. Oh, excuse me. It started at 12, but that first autograph session didn't start till 2. So, for those 2 hours, just standing and sitting around there was kind of rough. But hey, we got some good spots in the line. I got a photo of myself with Nordy, and I'll show that right now. And then someone else also took a photo of me whilst I was getting autographs from Walls, Brunette, and Hendrickson. So here's that photo. Oh, also forgot to mention some other photo I got there, and that is with the two Fox Sports North girls that do the little commercial breaks during Wild games. So I'll show that right now too. So as you can see from those photos, good times were had there. And again, I'm so glad that I made my way out there so I can finally start getting this here Wild sweater donned and autographs. So yeah, buddy. And I know a lot of you, I know if some of you are sports memorabilia people, if you're out there watching this video, you're probably thinking, why the heck are you still wearing that after it's been autographed? Well, here's what here's what I did in order to let myself keep wearing this even though it's been autographed now. A simple thing you can do after you have any particular article of clothing autographed is either put it in the dryer on a high heat setting for at least a half hour or so, so that way the ink from the marker sets into the clothing. You can also do the same thing with either an iron or a hair dryer too. So there you go. So I know some people may call me crazy, but I remember the last Wild game I went to, I still saw a bunch of fans there wearing autographed Wild sweaters. So I just wanted to join that crowd and be able to do that. Also, another pro tip for preserving autographs on any particular article of clothing, at least try to avoid washing it as much as possible. And if anything, what I'm probably going to do, because I saw this as a tip from a website when doing some research on this, is that if you don't want to have to run your particular article of clothing, such for example like a sweater like this, through a washing machine, is just try not to get it dirty, and to keep it clean, to keep it clean, I should say, is spraying it every once in a while with some Febreze, which is what I'm going to do for this because I don't want these autographs to go away. Even though I have them set into this jersey now, or say sweater now, I just don't want to run the risk of these autographs fading away because this is just awesome. So, yeah, buddy. Okay, enough Minnesota Wild talk for this video. Let's see, what else did I do this past weekend? Well, that was basically the highlight of my weekend. I really didn't do anything else other than watch the Wild's other game that this past weekend against the Florida Panthers, and they pounced all over them. I love using that pun. Okay, so apparently that last clip stopped on me because iMovie was reporting for some reason that there was dropped frames. I don't get how that could happen because I have a pretty capable system that I'm recording this on right here. But that's besides the point, so now let's get back to what I was talking about. So besides watching the Wild's other game this past weekend against the Florida Panthers, in which they pounced all over them, I then watched some other NHL games last night to keep my hockey fix going. And man, what a skewed night it was for the NHL last night. Some teams won that I didn't even expect to win last night, so crazy things. So now to wrap, also wanted to mention basically some other stuff I've been doing besides all those things also is just keeping up with my classwork and stuff like that. So yeah. Now moving on to the final day of this weekend, sadly. In a few hours from now, I'll be watching my Green Bay Packers take on the New York Giants. Hopefully they can get back in the win column this week because that loss last week to the Eagles was just unacceptable. And then again, we're just getting plagued by injuries. So seriously, what is going on here? Like, we're just getting plagued with the injury bug at the worst possible time. And now because of some of these abysmal losses, we dropped to third in the NFC North division. So come on, Packers, get yourselves together. We were first in it before, and now we've dropped down to third? Come on, man. This is just disappointing. Okay, so yeah, that's just my little rant I had on that. And then later tonight, my sports action continues when my Minnesota Wild take on the Winnipeg Jets. Hopefully that should be a good game to watch, and hopefully they can play a better game than they did this past Friday against the Panthers, because even though we got the win in that game was just inconsistent for us. Because in that first period, we started off strong. I was feeling good. And from that period alone, I was thinking, it'd be a shutout win. But then, come the second period, that's when things started to change. The Wild just were looking tired during that time, and I thought that this game was reminding me of our game almost a month ago now against the Panthers in Sunrise. So I was getting worried there. And then I started to worry even more when we basically blew a 2-0 lead when the Panthers scored to finally get on the board. I believe 3 minutes or something into the final period. And then a little while after that, they tied the freaking game up. And then I was thinking to myself, oh my God, please don't go into overtime or, God forbid, a shootout just like you did a little over a month ago in Sunrise, Florida. But then, almost halfway through the period, one of our star rookies from last year, Charlie Coyle, saved the game for us, and that was our game-winning goal to beat the Panthers 3-2. Yeah. Okay, so now moving on to talking about their game tonight against the Jets. if they played like they did in that game on Friday against the Panthers, they'll be screwed for tonight. So for tonight's game, they just got to wake up a little more and be more aggressive because this is back to Western Conference and divisional play now. So these points mean everything tonight. So I'd love to see them come out with the win. Okay, so I think that's basically what I had to talk about for this weekend. And yeah, I know it was mostly me talking about wild stuff, but this right here, these autographs on this sweater, is what basically comprised my weekend. But hey, to me, I don't think there's anything wrong with that because you know, you know me, I love my Minnesota Wild. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys know. I'm gonna let you guys go now. Ugh, can't talk right now. So before I let you guys go, I've got to do all the usual stuff. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like. I appreciate that as always. Also, be sure to comment below, just like anything you want to say, like whether it's anything related to the Wild or just any other thing in general. Oh, and also, I have a question for you guys. What are your guys' plans for your upcoming Thanksgiving break? Personally, mine are to be going back home and visiting my family and everything for Thanksgiving, and that'll be a week from this coming Wednesday. Oh boy, I can't wait for that day to come. Oh, that's gonna be so great. It has seriously been months since I've been back at home, so it'll just feel nice again, seeing my family, being back at home, seeing my dog, having good food, all that good stuff. Oh, and also seeing some of my other friends I haven't seen in months either. So, good times to come ahead. Also, as usual, be sure to subscribe to this channel because I've always been saying this, but I'd like a little boost in my subscriber count on this channel. So, as always, just try to spread the word about my channel. And also, lastly, if you haven't done so already, you can follow me on Twitter. I'm at WildFam from Wisconsin. I think I'll either put an annotation in and also link it in the description below. So follow me there if you haven't done so already. And I also have a Google Plus account. I believe that link is gplus.to/saxman112. And that's the one I created prior to YouTube, requiring you to have a Google Plus account to do anything on YouTube. So I don't have that many people circling me there, but if you want to circle me there, you can. I don't use it personally. I don't use it too much. If anything, I use Twitter more than that. So hey, I guess that's still there if I want to use that anyway. So yeah. Okay, I've been ranting on here for a long time now. I'm really gonna let you guys go for real this time. So all I have to say now is peace.